Weekend's Las Vegas Grand Prix not only marks the start of a season-ending triple header, but it also could be the site of an F1 coronation with Max Verstappen on the cusp of a 4 consecutive Drivers' World Championship. Following a brilliant drive in Sao Paulo, the Dutchman now leads Lando Norris by 62 points in the driver's standing. Should the Briton fail to outscore him by 3 points or more, Verstappen will be free to celebrate his latest title success late into the Vegas night, but breezing to victory is unlikely to be easy for Verstappen or Red Bull, with Ferrari and McLaren both possessing the pace to contend for the top step. All three of the top teams are still in the hunt for the constructors, and an impressive performance in Vegas could hand one of them the advantage for F1 travels to the Middle East for the final 2 rounds. However, could the area of Nevada's desert throw a spanner in the works, or could the addition of a Ferrari challenge support race create an even slippier race service? Here's everything to look out for. But Ferrari, though kicking off with them, is one of the current teams, including Williams and McLaren, that have appeared in every Vegas Grand Prix. They were there in 81 and 82 when the World Championship went racing in the parking lot of the Caesars Palace Hotel and remained on the grid for the last return. But aside from a dazzling qualifying lap from Gilles Villeneuve in 81, which was good enough for third, no trips to Nevada have ever been very prosperous for Ferrari, until last year, that is. In almost poetic fashion, F1's most decorated constructor set the boulevard alight in quali, locking out the front row with the 2 fastest times, full 10th clear of Verstappen's Red Bull. Although Sainz later received a 10-place engine penalty forced upon him after the Joan Glover collision in FP1, hopes for a Vegas victory remained high for Leclerc, but after a mid-race strategy area where Ferrari failed to put him under the safety car when Red Bull did, Ferrari saw their chances run out. But if the Scuderia can remain mistake-free, it could be very different. After wins in Austin and Mexico City, Ferrari looks to be McLaren's closest competitor in terms of outright performance. Both Leclerc and Sainz have shown strong pace at the other high-speed circuits such as Baku and Monza. Leclerc in particular is one of the favourites for an overall victory, having finished on the podium in 6 of the last 8 races. He's also only 24 points adrift of Norris in the driver's standings, and he'll be hoping to go for that, as well as 36 points behind, probably more important for the constructors' lead. Las Vegas looks on course to hold the coziest Grand Prix of the year, with temperatures set to be 12 degrees. That's chillier than Silverstone, where it was 14 degrees, partly due to wet weather. The weekend, the skies were expected to be clear, which is likely to see drivers sliding around on their slick tyres, struggling to get heat onto their brakes as they did last year in 12-degree conditions. The start of the Grand Prix last year provided a perfect example of what effect cold air can have. As the field hurtled down to turn 1, they struggled to stop. Alonso had no grip at all, attempting to dive down the inside and spun into Gasly. Later in the race, Leclerc nearly lost his Ferrari while trailing the safety car, and drivers continue to complain about lack of grip, and that'll be a factor all weekend. But Alpine will be running a bright pink livery for the final 3 races of the year in celebration of their sponsorship with BWT. The custom colourway will ensure that they definitely fit into the neon lit landscape. But the question is whether we'll see a positive continuation of their results. Alpine has had a season of meteoric highs at Brazil, but also colossal lows, having struggled for performance for the majority of the campaign. But, that jump up in Brazil could give them £50 million, jumping from 9th to 6th in the Constructors' Championship. And Gasly and Ocon, had a decent race here last year, coming all the way from 16th to 4th, I think. So, that'd be amazing if they could repeat that. But just 20 races prior to Brazil, Alpine scored just 14 points. Midfield rivals Haas scored 46, RB scored 36, and with both teams only training by 3 and 6 points. Respectively, that's going to still be a very interesting little battle. But F1 will be supported by another series this year in Vegas, with the Ferrari Challenge set to hit the strip. The sessions will be intertwined with F1's own trackside, meaning we will see more wheel-to-wheel action across the weekend, but the 15 GT machines will definitely have their own impact. While the circuit will be clean between sessions, it's common for sport series to cause fluctuations in grip, meaning drivers could be treading a fine line to get the maximum grip. And of course, another thing central to the Las Vegas Grand Prix is the sphere. Race organisers attempting to step it up a notch this year with some maybe very meaningful content, which I definitely am looking forward to seeing what we get this year. And before I go, let me run you through my prediction for this weekend. I think the long straights, corners, 90-degree corners on this circuit will really suit Ferrari, and I can see it being a pretty dominant victory for Charles Leclerc. I can see Lando Norris coming home second, just to keep McLaren in touch in the Constructors' Championship and keep the Drivers' World Championship going on to Qatar, and Carlos Sainz finishing third, just to give Ferrari a really good double podium and make that fight for the Constructors very interesting heading into the last few rounds. Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.